Hi, hello, hi everyone. Hello, hello everybody. So many people have already joined us. Thank you so much. We will need 2 more minutes. We'll wait for a couple of more people to join us and then we will begin with the workshop. Please wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll see you again.
Great. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Can we have the next slide, please? Hello, everyone. I am so happy to see you all joining in for the Manthan. Manthan means brainstorming, sharing ideas of everyone coming together and discussing new possibilities together in a collective community. This is Manthan number 2. We've had one in March, and this is the second one. We have a new moderator today. The moderator, I will introduce her. Her name is Kavita. Welcome, Kavita. That's her sign. So she will be leading the ceremony today.
Hi, hello, hi everybody. It's so good to see a lot of you here. Thank you so much. Um, I will give you a little background about myself. I am Kavita. This is my sign name, Kavita. That's how you spell it. Um, what is this event about? Who am I in this event? I am the moderator. I will be moderating this event. Can we have the PPT, please? Perfect. Okay, so before we start off with the workshop, there are a few guidelines that I would like to tell you. Some rules, some guidelines that we all need to follow. The first one is before a presenter, before you start presenting, please wait for the interpreter to pin your video. Otherwise, if you start presenting and the interpreter is not ready, there will be a lag time. So before you start presenting, please wait for the interpreter. We don't want there to be a lag. And then when the interpreter is ready, then you can start presenting, and similarly for the hearing as well. And the third one is there is a presenter on screen and there is the interpreter. But if you have a doubt, please direct your questions to the presenter and not the interpreter. Why? Because the interpreter is translating, they are just a translator, they are not a presenter. Please direct your questions towards the presenter. If you have any doubts, any questions, please, have your hands, raise your hands before speaking or signing. Don't start signing. You'll have to raise your hands if you want to ask a question. The fifth is whoever is the presenter. If you're not a presenter, you're just an audience member, you're just here watching, please keep your mics on mute. Please have them on mute, because otherwise if your mics are on, there's going to be a lot of disturbances, and it's going to get confusing to understand what the interpreter is saying. So please have your mics on mute. And if you are just an audience member, you can have your and the sixth one is, if I am a presenter, no, we don't need to have our cameras off. Please show everybody your faces. People would want to know who is speaking, who is signing. So please have your cameras off. But otherwise, if you are just an audience member, you are just watching, it's fine. You can decide to have your cameras, you can have them on, or you can have them off. But it's important that the presenter should have their cameras on at all times. So hopefully all of you will remember all these 6 guidelines. Let's move ahead. So today's workshop is accessible. We are providing you with access. The presenters, there will be interpreters to translate for the presenters. And we also have live transcriptions. If you want to see the captions, you can click on the CC button and see the transcriptions as well. My real name, maybe it's my phone number, or the name of my phone. Just change it and put your real name on it. Or if you are working with an association, if you're representing a school, organization, association, please also add that next to your name. If you're not working for any organization, you're just an individual coming to sing, you can add, your name, that's it. So please do remember to change your names. Next slide, please. Okay, so now we will be beginning with the workshop. I'll just give a brief of what the agenda is. The first one is, your heart and then your head. When your heart and your head are together, there is hustle. So this, Dr. Alim will be telling in more detail about this. Then second, we our organization, we are here a million, and we will be telling you about the progress that we have made till date, what all we have done. Then we have here a million has a lot of workshops. We've been doing workshops, events, different Zoom events. So there's a lot of people who have attended those events. So we have selected a few of them to share their experiences, and they will be doing that as well today. And next, we have really good news. Here a million has come up. We have different partners, individuals. So we have 9 new partners for Here a Million. They will also be presenting. They will be telling you about what they do. So hope you're excited about that. Here a Million has also come up with its new website. This website, Dr. Alim will initiate the launch of this website. And next, we also have, first is the Here a Million website. Second, we have a web page in which we have different deaf role models. Dr. Alim and Gautam will be telling you more about that. And in the end, after the event is done, we will have a wrap up of the event, and we will have very special people, Dr. Alim and Ms. Shanti, to wrap up the event. So this is the agenda of today's workshop. So moving on, what's first? Head and heart. Dr. Alim, please come.
Hello. Hi everyone. I am happy to see you all again. I would like to inform that in the background what in the first workshop we had a select amount of people in the first consortium. It was in December, and where we interacted about different skills. We interacted why we are interested in the deaf community. Why is our heart in it? Are you teaching deaf kids? Are you a technology solution person? Or are you providing employability trainings? Why are you working hard in the space of deaf? Because you have a heart in it. You have your heart in it. The second workshop was the head, the skills. What skill set do you hold? Everyone has a skill set. What kind of a skill set do you hold? Like, for example, I might be great at cooking, the other person might be great at art. There can be another person who can be great at computers. Someone can be great at painting. Everyone has different variety of skills. And what are the best practices that can work? Are we doing those best practices? If that best practice is working, can we replicate that? So now the heart and the head has to combine, which equals the hustle. Hustle means to work hard, to wrap up your sleeves and to work hard towards the betterment. Obviously, you just can't have a heart to do something. You can't succeed with just with the heart. With the skill also, you can't just succeed. You need to have a heart and you need to have a head working together. That's head plus heart equals hustle. Here a million has had people, deaf leaders, NGOs, companies, different people coming together. We've had great discussions about heart, why our heart is into it. And in the second workshop, the first month and in March, we discussed about what the success stories have been. What are the best practices in accessibility? What are the best practices in education? What are the best practices in employability? We have discussed all of that, and we have also been able to get data through a survey wherein more than 800 deaf people filled out the survey and responded to that data, and which helps us in understanding which schools are the best, what skill training centers are working in, and that has been helping us analyze different skills that people have. So now the third workshop is time for hustle. It's time to work together for the real upliftment of the deaf community. We already know that education has to get better. We already know that access has to get better. We already know that interpreters need training. We know that early intervention centers need betterment. We know technology needs new ideas. We need support. We need to support the technology. So all of I can't work alone. We can't work alone. We all have to work together for this to come in. So today we will be discussing about how we're going to hustle now. Next slide, please. Some of you, many people who have joined this, maybe you are new to this particular place and you want to know what is Here a Million all about. And I would all want you all to just buy a hammer. You know what a hammer is? Just buy a hammer. I want all of you all to just buy a hammer. You might be thinking, why do I want you to buy a hammer? Let me show you a video to answer that question. Can we have the sound, please?
तुषार, भारत में ऐसे कई मुद्दे हैं जिनका सामना बधिर कर रहे हैं।
तुम सही हो, लेकिन हम क्या करें?
देहन, मैं इस दीवार को तोड़ना चाहती हूँ, क्या हम ऐसा करें?
तुम सही हो, अवर शिक्षा, कोई पहुंच और कोई समानता, इन अवरोधों को तोड़ना होगा, पर कैसे?
इस दीवार के कारण हमारे यहाँ कई बैरियर हैं। हम इस दीवार को तोड़ने और इसके चारों ओर मिल सकता है। चलो यह करते हैं।
The captions.
बच्चे जल्दी हस्तक्षेप कार्यक्रमों में सांकेतिक भाषा का उपयोग करके आसानी से सीखते हैं। स्कूलों की गुणवत्ता पहुंच के साथ बेहतर हो सकती है।
Yes, put the
और
cursor.
सांकेतिक भाषाओं का उपयोग कर प्रौद्योगिकी और सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ हम इन बाधाओं के आसपास प्राप्त कर सकते हैं और इन मुद्दों को हल। हमें खुद ऐसा करना चाहिए और इस दीवार को तोड़ना चाहिए। हमें यह करना चाहिए।
तुम सही हो, यह बहुत प्रेरणादायक है।
हाँ, मैं भी ऐसा ही महसूस करती हूँ।
क्या यह सिर्फ हम तीनों को ऐसा करना है?
क्या आपको लगता है कि पूरे भारत में इन मुद्दों को हल करने के बोझ को हम में से सिर्फ 3 से सुलझाया जा सकता है? पूरे भारत के बधिर नेताओं को शामिल किया जाना चाहिए, जिनमें वे लोग शामिल हैं जो इन मुद्दों में अनुभवी हैं, और कुछ सुनने वाले लोग जो बधिर समुदाय के बारे में भली भांति जानते हैं, जिन्हें हम विचार कर सकते हैं सहयोगी के रूप में। अगर हम सब चर्चा और इन बाधाओं के आसपास हो रही का एक आम लक्ष्य के साथ एक साथ काम करते हैं, तो हम वास्तव में इस दीवार टूट सकता है। वाकई यह मेरा सपना रहा है कि भारत में बधिर लोग वास्तव में सशक्त हों। शानदार। क्या तुम तैयार हो? हम शुरू करते हैं। हमें यह करना चाहिए।
Great. Please turn it off. I know it was hard to watch. The video was buffering a bit, and I think we couldn't see the subtitles. But we'll definitely send you the video across after the event. We'll send a link where you can watch the full video. So, just to brief you up, the gist of the video is that we all have barriers, we all have been facing challenges, be it access in schools, there's no access. Be it access at workplaces, no promotions at workplaces, interpreters not being available, or different kinds of challenges are there, and we together have to work and break that wall with the hammer. So we have to work that. I alone cannot do that. We need a team of people who have to really hammer that wall and bring it down. So from your different experiences, your different skills, we can come together, and with the heart and the head hustling together, we can break this wall. That's the concept of Euro Million. Next. PPT, please. Next slide. Now I would like to invite Charu to explain this.
Hello. Hi, everyone, all our friends and all the people who are here. I'm so happy to see all of you here. HAM, right? Euro Million. This is the sign. And this is the logo that you're seeing on the screen right now. So Euro Million, what is the concept behind the logos? I'm going to brief you on that. So, we can understand what exactly it means. So what does Euro Million do? And it's linked to that concept, right? Okay, so this sign and this logo, all of us in the deaf community, we're all working together, and we're all working, and we in the HAM team, we were using the phrase "here a million," or we were using HAM. And then we all decided that, okay, we need to change it because this is very English dominant, and we wanted to make it more ISL friendly. So all the people voted, and we got a lot of support on this. And during the workshop in Manthan last time, this is the second one, right? During the first Manthan, there were some deaf people there, some hearing people there, all of us together. We had three options, and we looked at some voting, and this was the one that was selected. So we all chose this particular logo that you see on the screen, and this was the sign. But how is it linked? What exactly does it mean, right? What is our aim? You all know that across India, the deaf community is hustling. There's so much issues, challenges, bad education, missing interpreting access, colleges are not proper. So many things are there, right? But we don't aim to live like this forever. We want change. And how does the change come? Change comes by working in a community. But it won't be just the HAM, just the Hear a Million team, right? So different leaders, different deaf experts, different NGOs, education sectors, everyone can come together, and even hearing people can come together. But how can they be involved? If they can work with the deaf people, they can understand the background of the deaf community, and we can all be partners and allies in this. So hearing people and deaf people, we can all be allies and come together and find a way out between all these barriers and have discussions and solutions for a greater impact across India. So we work for change. This is our aim, right? Hope this is clear. The concept is clear. Okay. Now coming to the sign. Okay, this is a wall, right? So this is all the people who are all, we want to be uplifted. We want to uplift the deaf community, and we are working towards the growth, right? So this is the sign that is there. It's a beautiful sign. I hope you all like it. And so this logo that you see, why this logo? Why the idea, the design that you see? So you all know the fireflies, FIREFLIES, right? Fireflies. So these fireflies usually, you can see them shining at night. It really brings light, right? But does the firefly fly alone? It doesn't. It always flies in a group. So you see that, okay, if the group is together, you can see there's a greater light. This is exactly what resonates with the deaf community. So when you can see that the deaf community is working together, and you can see that we all work together. For example, at night, if you keep signing, would you be able to understand? You won't be able to see the signs, right? But we need the light. So that's exactly why we kept this because fireflies really resonates with the deaf community, and there's a greater light. So the sign, Hero Million, and the logo, it's all connected. And I hope you all really liked it, right? Yes. So this is the logo and this is the new sign. And this idea is actually, we selected this only on the basis of voting. And everyone, thank you so much for your support in selecting this particular logo. Next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, so now with understanding the logo and the sign, now we'd like to understand what exactly Hero Million does. So I'm welcoming Tushar. Like to welcome Tushar. Thank you so much. Hello everyone. I'm so happy to see so many of you. It's a great day to be together. So Hero Million is what exactly we've been doing. You've seen videos, you can see something on the screen, and I'll be giving you a quick overview. So could you please play the video slideshow? So Hero Million started in October 2020, and it has been a while that we've been working together. Now it's June 29th today, and there are so many workshops and programs that we've done. Started with Bangalore in Enable India, and ISL trivias, multiple ISL trivias. We enjoyed those as well. Go on. This, right. So remember in the 3 months, what exactly we've done? There've been different COVID workshops and different panel discussions where we got people, deaf people were inquisitive. They wanted to know more about COVID and even about the vaccination, right? So many doubts around vaccination and COVID. So it was all clear. And it was spread across wherever, there were barriers related to information. So it became a lot clear. And also the whole week of the LGBTQ workshops were done, and also the codas, right? The parents who have deaf children, the codas are there, and then people who use cochlear implants, all these diverse people. So we all shared different information in the workshops. Then coming to DAB. DAB is Deaf Ask Better, right? So we had this program. It was a live on Instagram, and there we discussed so many queries related to education, online education. What are the challenges in those areas? Moving on. We had so many multiple workshops where we had the Deaf Academy, where we had employability workshops. So many deaf people had joined in. Okay, I think that. Okay, moving on. Right. So working with the partners, you'll know more about that very soon. There were 9 different partners that we worked with, and we'll tell you more about that. Okay, with respect to Manthan, so we had last Manthan in March, and this was the first time we had Manthan, and this is the second time we are meeting again with respect to Manthan. Okay, similarly with the deaf empowerment course, there we had, how to make people self-aware and understand different aspects. In Haryana, we did a course, and then in Delhi, with the which course? D.Ed course. With respect to the empowerment, we did the D.Ed course. And this is the HAM team, the Hero Million team, and we all came together. Okay, so this is, we're not working alone. It's not like individuals can work alone, but it's different people, your support, and all of us together who really came together. And, it's your motivation and and how we all get inspired, right? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now I'd like to welcome Miss Kavita, handing over to her.
Great, great, wonderful. Tushar, Charu, thank you so much for sharing with us about, Charu, you shared about the logo and what the concept behind the logo is. It was beautiful. I hope you all also found it very exciting because I love it. And Tushar, thank you so much for sharing with us what Here a Million does and how we try to empower the community. Thank you so much. Waving hands for both of you. What's next? So, as you know, Here a Million has been organizing different workshops, events, and a lot of people, a lot of deaf people from the community have been a part of those, have attended. So, we want to invite a few of those. So, first, we would like to invite Dipesh, who was there with us for the Entrepreneurs Night. Hi, Dipesh. Hi.
Hi, hi.
Okay. So, Dipesh, so since you, which event did you join? You joined the Entrepreneurs Night, right? So, what did you feel? How was your event? How was your experience?
Yeah, so there were so many things that the deaf people came in, and there were few. There was one thing that was very impactful. There was a person from Tamil Nadu, and he himself was a deaf business. He had a deaf startup, and he was working with his father in the business, and he was, it was separate actually. He himself worked hard, and it was through his aim and his motivation that how here and there he can take trainings and really work hard to support his family. So he, how to take the loan from the bank, and he himself being deaf, he really worked around his way. And it's always one step at a time. So there, but then COVID happened, and there was a huge business loss. So he thought that, we thought that maybe he'll give up, but then he kept his patience, he moved on, and he came back to keep working with his business. So I saw that story about the deaf ventures, and I really felt that, all the deaf people can, be inspired and not really give up when things are happening.
Wow, wow. Waving hands, claps for them. That's wonderful. And, that's right. No, we deaf people don't need to depend on anybody. We can work independently and we can work on.
Sarah, you're on mute.
All right. So, the next person I would like to invite is Mr. Sanjay. Uh, Welcome, Mr. Sanjay. No, Mr. Sanjay. Yes, Sanjay. So, has Mr. Sanjay Taneja cancelled? No, Veena Jain was supposed to present, but there is some emergency. She has fallen sick. So instead of Miss Reena, we have Mr. Sanjay Taneja who is going to be presenting and sharing his experiences. So you can go ahead, spotlight Mr. Sanjay Taneja. Perfect. Now, Charu here, I am going to log off. Perfect. Hello, hi.
Hello. Hello.
Which you attended the vaccination awareness event, correct? So, how did you feel? What were your experiences relating to that event?
Okay, I'm very happy. Great. Okay, so when the government announced about vaccination, so there were so many deaf people who reached out and they had different health problems, right? So they had questions around getting the vaccination or not getting it done. Should we visit the doctors? And there were so many queries, and there was communications happening left, right, center. So this sign, right, the Hear a Million sign, and this sign that we just spoke about. So Dr. Sanjay, Dr. Sanjay Jain, when he came in, and we saw that so many deaf people came in, and he spoke about health and different problems, vaccinations, all the questions, everything. So all the deaf people came in, and there were so many question answer round, and they really believed, right? Really believed, whether they eat this kind of food, if you're pregnant or not, or so many different things, right? This was first. Second thing, there were three programs actually when this was done. Like three different doctors came in, so there was more awareness, and I was really happy with that. So great job that you could circulate the information, and it was really Hear a Million. This is a perfect sign. So three times it happened, and even for the women, there was a women doctor who was there, and she explained everything so easily. So it was very interesting for all of us, and I'm really happy and relieved. If this
Wow.
was not done, then we would have felt stuck. Since there was no access, they would have really felt exhausted. So thank you for the support, Hear a Million team. Thank you so much.
That's great. Waving hands for you. And also, I felt like, if there is no access, that would have been a big, big problem. I would not have been able to get the vaccine. But
Yeah,
yes, Here a Million, thank you so much. They gave us the access. They told us about how to get the vaccine, how to
yes,
get through it. That was wonderful. Thank you.
thank you.
All right. So, our next presenter is Henry. Hi, Henry. How are you? Good.
Okay.
So you attended the online education workshop, correct? So how did you like it? What did you feel? Please share your experience.
Yeah, so earlier, I saw that the Hear a Million, whatever, I did not know exactly what it was and it was a new logo, and how you've explained it, it's the first time I've understood the concept of Hear a Million and the logo. That's great. Waving hands for that. And I've missed access for so many years for so many programs, especially for COVID. So there was a lack of information, and it was really important to have interpreters. So thank you for having interpreters and deaf signers and the coordination that's happening. Because my family there, when the COVID vaccination happened, the whole area, I explained that no, it was important, and they were not really sure. So having the interpreter there and understanding, it was more clearer for my family to understand as well. So now they've accepted it, and they've it was because the interpreter was there and there was access. So similarly, even across India, I'm happy that the aim is that you're growing access. So I hope that you can really roll up your sleeves and grow more, and there's more access around, and we can definitely have more information spreading across. This was really our aim, and I support that.
Thank you so much. All right. Now we'll invite our next presenter. We have Shubham. Shubham. Hey, hi. Hello.
Hi, hi.
Great.
Can you see me?
So which oh yeah, I can see you perfectly. Yeah, here. Okay, so you attended the cochlear implant workshop, right? So how did you feel? What did you like? And what resonated with you? Please share your experience.
Thank you. So here a million, waving hands to the team, and the cochlear implant specifically workshop here a million, which hosted it, and you invited certain great presenters, and while observing the whole, I think the really impactful one, I felt that the deaf community had so many misconceptions about cochlear implant that it's just bad, it stops sign language, and we had really mixed views. We didn't have a clear explanation. We didn't know much about it. It was very difficult for us to understand. But here, Million took the initiative of hosting it, and it really made me understand that I had so many myths myself. And one thing that impacted me the most, that cochlear implants, when a deaf baby is born, the cochlear implant should be a choice, and sign language doesn't have to be just an option, but it has to be something that has to be a mandate, and sign language has to be there. So, who people who are working in the space of speech and audiologist, we have to work with them. That while they are doing cochlear implants, they should always introduce the language idea as well. Strong language impact is something that we definitely need. We're not stopping implants; it's fine, but language is the key, and that's something that impacted me. And hopefully, thanks to Hear a Million for letting us understand it. Great job.
Wow, waving hands. And I completely agree with you. Language is important. Uh, it's their choice, But yes, language is also very important. It does set the foundation as well.
Yeah, I would definitely want to support your more initiative so that we can learn in depth more about even cochlear
Thank
implants.
you. Thank you so much. Great. So now I would like to welcome Ashwin. Hello. Hi, Ashwin.
Hi, hi.
So which one did you attend? You attended the LGBTQ, the Pride workshop, correct? How did you like it?
Yes. I attended so many, and I loved all of these. But the queer one, poof, had a big impact on me. I think I never thought that, deaf queer are there. I thought only hearing people were queer. But I did not know that deaf people were facing so many challenges, and when they opened up about themselves, and even in the LGBTQ umbrella, there's so much to know. And here a million, thank you so much, for having this kind of a queer workshop where people could really learn, and it was quite impactful. And I have seen that so many movies, YouTube videos, etc., are there for hearing people when it comes to LGBTQ. Hopefully, we can roll up our sleeves and have more videos related to deaf also in the queer sector. And that's definitely my dream, and I would like to do that and make an impact there.
Wow, waving hands. And I also feel like, maybe in the Pride community, the Pride sector, a lot of deaf people were not, out there. They were very ashamed and they didn't want to come out. And now they are finally, showing their personalities, their individualities. So that is
Earlier,
wonderful.
when I was seeing hearing people do that, I did not know that deaf people were also there, and definitely now I can get in touch with them and know more about it. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Great. So, all right, that was uh, thank you so much, everybody, for sharing your experiences of the different workshops. Yes, this is very important for the empowerment of the community. If you all don't attend the workshops, you're not there, that is a problem. We want many, many people to come be a part of these events so that when you go back, you also share the same experiences. Thank you so much. So do you remember right now, Dr. Alim had told us about the head and the heart and how they create the hustle? Do you remember? Yeah. So now we have some great news. Share a Million has 9 partners. We have 9 partners. We're working on different projects together. So the head and the heart, we're working together. We're doing different projects. So I would like to invite all of those. Who they are, what they do, we'll tell you about that. So you see these pictures, wow, waving hands. These are our all 9 partners. And thank you so much to our partners for accepting and being there for Here a Million. And first, I'd like to invite one of our partners. The first one who I'd like to invite is from ISH News. I would like to invite Mr. Akil from ISH News. Please welcome Mr. Akil.
Hi, hi.
Hi.
Let me see everyone.
Yeah. Please
Can you just?
maybe have
Hi everyone. Hi. Why is everyone so dull? Hi. I just want to see people waving hands. Great. Thank you. So you all, I'm sure you are aware about what we do. You know ISH. I hope you know. You do you or don't you? Are we famous enough to that you know about us? I'm sure you do. So I just want to give a summary of what we do. ISH News is a company and it has two projects running under it. The first one is called the News Project, which we are working on, as you can see in the logo as well. And the second one is the newest one, which we just started recently. The project is called ISH Education. So these are the Siksha. These are the two projects that we are running. The aim is to provide different projects, etc., with one single aim: access. To provide access to all deaf people here in India. Access, because we've seen so many deaf people face access issues. That is what we aim to support. And in terms of access, how do we achieve that? Is through technology, is through sign language, and ISL, most importantly, combining together and making access possible. These are the two things. And the aim also is, for knowledge sharing in education sector where deaf people can get access. We all know that the education sector has been pretty, disadvantages for the deaf community. So we want to upgrade the knowledge skills and the education skills for the deaf and empower them. Thirdly, we also aim, for news. ISH News definitely works in the space of news, different kinds of topics, etc., so that they feel confident about knowing different news and feel empowered as well. And we are coming up with a lot of new projects, a lot of new ideas that are coming up, and we will definitely need support from you all and support you all for your upliftment. So hopefully that is coming in. And that's about ISH News. As you can see, every day we keep sharing. It includes three kinds of access. Can you go back, please? Yeah. 3-in-1 access. That means that sign language, voicing, and subtitles, all three together. That's what we provide. The different arena of topics are available. You can click and play on the video. Can you play the video, please? Can someone play the video? In the middle, the white one.
The video isn't working.
Can you click on the video, please? Just click on it. Okay, fine. So there are different videos that are there. Tons of videos we have related to, anything. For example, you want to know more about COVID. And if you've gotten COVID, what do? You don't know where to go, what to do. So the news is there, which can explain you everything about COVID. How do you have to be careful? How do you have to take precautions? Everything. Different kinds of news we have, the food related stuff, health related stuff, that's available. If you're having pimples, how to remove pimples, even we make that also. So everything is available. Next slide, please. Just in a brief, I would like to tell you about my team. This is my team. It's 7 people are deaf and who are fully involved in the videos, editing, subtitling, voicing, everything. And our aim is deaf people supported jobs. We want to support deaf people in getting jobs. That's one aim. That's why we have few codas also. We codas are very important here. Why? Without codas, it's difficult for deaf people also to grow. So it's important that we bring codas also and work in harmony with both deaf and coda team. That's our team, and we believe in a deaf and coda team. And we have a few hearing people, 2 hearing people, to make certain calls and for some logistics purpose. That is the team photo. As you can see, we work together. We have a studio, and that's been the work so far. It's been progressing, and we continue to do that for people. Hope you all like it and keep supporting us. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Akil. Thank you for telling us about ISH News. Now, we would like to welcome Mr. Rahul from Uniki. So please, can we have Mr. Rahul?
Thank you. Great. Hello, everyone. Happy to see you all. And the company name Uniki, as you can see, I am the CEO is Chaitanya, but Mr. Chaitanya couldn't come because of some other work. So I am the COO, hence I am presenting for all of you all today. I wear multiple hats. Uniki, it aims to, the word Uniki is from Telugu language, which means existence, never to stop. It means existence and to keep continue. And the idea is, for education, entertainment, information sharing, we want to provide access through that. Uniki, under Uniki, there are certain groups. There are 3 groups. The first is called Sign Medium. What is Sign Medium? It works in the online education space, Zoom, self-learning courses, or different, even courses at different places. So we put all these courses online, which are used in sign language only, be it education in school, colleges, short-term courses, um, like even for SSC government exams, interview skills, coaching, everything education related, it's under Sign Medium. And so far we have had 1,500 students join in, and the teachers we've hired who have been training are more than 10. The courses that we are running are 21 plus, and new courses are getting added every day, and we have been expanding. That's how Sign Medium has been working. Coming back to Sign Channel, Sign Channel, it means that right now we are all living in a society where we don't know much about the law. For example, we don't know much about the new technology that is coming in, even with the automobile sector, new cars that are coming in, tourism, women's health, all these societal issues which we're not aware about. So we have selected 6 topics that we use information sharing on, and people can learn from these 6 topics. Definitely 6 is not enough, and he will keep adding to, and now it has become 12 topics. Very soon it's going to be 12 topics in August or September. We're still working on that area. And we've hired signers. 10 plus signers have been hired, with the aim that in north, south, east, and west, everywhere we can have their regional languages, their styles, and we can follow that, so that their own regional languages and their style does not get diminished. And we want to continue with that. And also state specific, respecting their sign language. So 10 people have been hired for that. There are 12,000 subscribers already. We started 6 months ago, and we have 12,000 subscribers, which is amazing. And the videos, we have curated around 150 videos, and that is about Sign Channel is not limited. We are having more and more information come in. If you are motivated, please apply. We accept people, and we can keep adding the courses. uh, you know there are 75% variation in sign language, and people who are using old kind of sign language, so we are also using that in West Bengal, so that is also adding. Client reviews, if for example different kinds of services are needed, like there is English textual information and that has to be translated in ISL, we do that as well. We add subtitles, we add voicing, visuals, everything. So we provide that client service also, so that they can use it for their course material, NGOs, businesses, if they need our services. So that kind of service also we provide. We have been involved in 15 different projects, and 12 plus people have given us work. 12 hours worth of content has been, 2,000 hours worth of content has been recorded and sent. And right now we are a team of 9 people. We're a team of 9 people working together, and interpreters and codas, 2 codas are also there. And we have one soda as well, interpreter, and we are all working together. And we still have sign medium courses, teachers, sign materials, all of that working with the deaf. 25 people are working in that area also. And employed people, total, we can safely say 35 people are in there in the Uniki team so far, since 1 year. And we will definitely be expanding more. For jobs also, we'll keep announcing. So that's about Uniki. Thank you.
Great. Waving hands. Thank you so much, Rahul. And now our next partners are Avaz. And from Avaz, we have Miss Lalita. So I would like to welcome Miss Lalita next.
Ma'am, you're on mute. Lalita, ma'am, you're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to join this team. So Avas is a company, and we have been in. We've been making apps for people with disabilities, and our main mission is to create world-class technology products that empower, educate, and engage people. So as of now, the product is mainly being used by people with autism, cerebral palsy, intellectual challenges. We have not used it too much for the deaf, but in my previous interactions with Dr. Alim and the Hear a Million team, I believe it can be useful for the hearing impaired as well. And so we have tried it with some schools where the deaf have used it, and they have found it useful, especially for basic communication and some amount of academics. So as far as our company is concerned, in terms of accomplishments, we have had, like the app has grown in 10 years to more than 7 to 8 languages internationally. And in India, we have it also in about 6 Indian languages, which is the 4 South Indian languages and Hindi and Marathi. So the app is basically, it has a screen with text and with pictures, and the child or the individual can use either text or pictures to communicate. So as they tap different words, it's like an online keyboard where they tap the screen to speak what they want to say in words. If literacy is not there, then they can use pictures to communicate. So they have to string a set of pictures, individual pictures. Example, if I want to say I want an apple, then the child, it's mainly for people with speech difficulties. So they'll tap the words I want and apple, and they'll all get displayed on the screen, and they can tap it and it will speak the sentence aloud. So for the deaf, it would be like a one-way communication, but they can have themselves understood. So that is the big advantage. And so if they're talking, if they're trying to talk with people who can read and hear, then it's great. So they can have themselves understood. So Avaz is currently available in iOS and Android tabs and phones. Next slide, please. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think this is what it is. Yeah. So any questions I can answer. And going forward, although currently we are limited, we are mostly focused on autism and cerebral palsy. We would like to definitely try it out for the deaf, and it also has some variations of language, so it's useful for grammar and language development, where a particular word, let's say eat, it can be shown as eaten, eats, eating, will eat. So there can be verb variations of the tenses through the same app. So that is something that can help in language development as well. And we have another app called Free Speech, which also has pictorially, it can help in developing good grammar skills, language and grammar skills. So there are visual prompts for each word, and the word will be, you'll be prompted for each picture. It will say, if it's an apple, then it will say who. So you can say eat. And then when you tap the word eat, it will say who eats. And you can say he eats. And then the next prompt will be he eats what. And then you can tap the word apple, and the app will automatically put apple in the sentence and then say he eats an apple. So it will make the sentence grammatically correct automatically, even if you have added the words and the pictures in a different sequence. So yeah, if anyone has any questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome from Haryana Welfare Society for Persons with Speech and Hearing Impairment. I would like to welcome Sapan. Sapan, Sapan, please. Sapan here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I have my interpreter, Pallavi. She will be interpreting, or Surbhi is there? Pallavi, you can go ahead and interpret.
Yes, I will go ahead now. Hello, everyone. I hope everybody is doing good. That's my sign name. I am Sapan. I've been working with Pallavi. She's also from my team. We've been working together, and I'll just give a brief introduction of what we have been doing. The organization name, as you can see, is displayed on the PowerPoint. In Haryana, we have 8 centers. The kind of work we do, we have a vision for having quality education and curriculum, providing teachers accessibility, and obviously we have MOUs and partnership with different CSR companies. Our aim is accessible curriculum. For that, we have a very important project called Digital Sign Language Lab. On YouTube, you can see Sign Library for that. So you can see subjects of English, science, mathematics, which probably the teachers are not able to teach in the class. So in this project, we're making it accessible in Indian Sign Language and disseminating it on YouTube. Apart from that, we have even BA level course material, which we're making it accessible with higher education department. And early intervention project is another unique initiative of ours. In early intervention project, we work with language deprivation, something that probably you might be familiar with, that like because parents and society in general is not aware about sign language. We have created a bilingual early intervention project in April 2017. And we have been 2018, sorry, and we have been working towards providing parents Indian Sign Language access along with the deaf babies. Only Haryana is not our focus. We would want this project to reach out to all places in India and collaborate with different organizations across India about how we can make early intervention project possible in their states. There are many districts in the country, district early intervention centers. We would want them to have deaf teachers so that language can be given to the deaf children. Apart from that, we are running 2 courses affiliated to Rehabilitation Council of India. The first one is Diploma in Special Education Hearing Impairment, in which we have 25 deaf candidates and 5 hearing, which is probably not available in any other training institution in the country. So we provide full access at all times to deaf and hearing trainees. And it's a very unique course in which like they're getting to interact and learn from each other. The second course that we're running is the DTISL course. We don't have ISL teachers in Haryana. So we our organization has hired around 40 deaf teachers. Our aim is to have full language to deaf children. Apart from that, we're also having skill programs. We have MOU with State University of Visual and Performing Arts, Rohtak. And we're working on different skill activities in all 8 centers. We want skill as part of the curriculum so that deaf children have access to a holistic development. We're also working towards making it possible in all our 8 schools. Again, I would like to emphasize that we don't want all this progress to only happen in one state. We would invite you to partner with us, collaborate with us, how we can support you and you can support us, especially related to early intervention, digital sign language lab, and in any other aspect that you feel it's fit. Our projects have been getting international attention. the World Federation of Deaf had selected one of our project early intervention, and we had presented this. Um, and we want to work on the teacher training and the curriculum of how we can probably improve the overall education system in the country. Our dream is to have even more courses with RCI, especially related to early intervention. The RCI diploma program in early intervention is probably not accessible to deaf people, and we want more deaf teachers to get trained in that course so that we can have more early childhood education teachers who are deaf. Since the COVID is there, we would want more laptops and tablets to be available to deaf students for online education. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Sapan. Thank you so much for sharing about early intervention. And I agree, it's very important as well. Now, I would like to welcome from our next partner, Sign Talk, Ashutosh. Welcome, Ashutosh.
Hello, everyone. First of all, it's great to see such a large audience at on a Tuesday evening. So thank you, HAM, for inviting us here, and thank you everyone for turning out. It's been a real pleasure. And so I am a co-founder at SignTalk. I would be taking you through what we are doing and how we are doing it. And yeah, I'll just start now. So this slide that you see is about our product called Nova Sign, which is basically a gamified learning, sign language learning platform for making people learn sign language in a very fun way. The whole vision of ours is to make the deaf community more inclusive at workplaces, at schools and the society in general. This would again eventually lead to the mainstreaming of sign language, or especially Indian Sign Language, and would drive inclusivity. How we intend to do that using this product is we are making the learning fun. How we are doing that is by gamifying. What we have in our platform is a lot of content regarding sign language and how you would go through learning sign language. The content has been given to us by our good partners, Unity. You would have listened to them in the previous presentations. And right now we have over 2000 plus questions in our platform, and we cover about a vocabulary of about 500 plus words with 150 plus words and plus sentences as well. And the way in which we try to break the monotonicity is by including different types of questions. Like there are multiple choice questions, there are match the following questions, and to make the process more fun, to make it more user engaging, we include a sense of reward systems that you can earn. You can basically play it as a game, right? It would make you more prone to learning than just reading a book, for example. So this is much more engaging in that way. And the slide basically that you see here is how our platform looks. There are really good engaging features. The island that you see is basically different, representing the alphabets module of learning. And there are different individual levels. You can progress from the windmill to the mountain, to the hut, and to the bridge, and so on. And on the right, you see the platform where you have the question and you can answer, you can choose your answer and go to the next questions and so on. And right now we are in the phase of releasing the version 2.0 of the platform, and we'll be rolling out soon. We are just done with some final testings, and we are going to pilot it with a few organizations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashutosh. That was wonderful. Now, I would like to welcome from our next partners, Access Mantra Foundation, Miss Saudamani. So please welcome Miss Saudamani. Wait, let's just wait for her to join. Come, hurry up, join now. We want to know more about Access Mantra. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much. My name is Saudamani. That's how you sign it. I'm part of the board of the Access Mantra Foundation, AMF. Most of you, A means access. M means what? Do you know? It means mantra. MANTRA, mantra. Access, mantra, and for the deaf. It's an access mantra for the deaf. So it's Access Mantra Foundation. I am a part of the board of the foundation. Our vision is we want to give solutions. We want to provide solutions for the deaf, and we want to create solutions. We want to remove all the barriers. We know that there are a lot of barriers, a lot of issues, and we want to remove them and create an easy life for the deaf. That is what our vision is. We want a barrier-free life for the deaf community. Also, we have a couple of accomplishments as well. So, as you all know, it's been quite a while since COVID has happened, and a lot of deaf people do not know about COVID. COVID awareness was missing. So we made posters, we gave awareness about the COVID, and the posters were meant for awareness, both for hearing and the deaf. So we got doctors and we had deaf people, and we told them how the deaf can communicate with the doctors. We told them the do's and the don'ts for COVID, and we also had video calls and different videos on YouTube we did, and also it is completely deaf. We have the board is deaf, and what's important is that we need to give awareness about the community, and we have to give awareness as well and empowerment. If you have a disability, if you are deaf, you can go first in line. That is also that it's also mentioned in the RPWD. That is one of the rights as well. That we also made a video about that, and we also provide subtitles. And Access Mantra Foundation, for the first time, we did an art competition where a lot of people, around 100 people, more than 100 deaf people, they joined us. They sent in their entries and different artworks. We got so many brilliant artworks we got, and we also gave them awards for doing so. Third, the Access Mantra Foundation board is a total of 9 members. We have lawyers. We also have hearing people. I am a lawyer. I am studying law. And third, we have interpreters also in the board. Interpreters are also a part of the board. And then we have different deaf leaders like Tushar, who are a part of our board, and a woman with business knowledge. So we have a lot of people, diverse people in the board, not just one type of person. We have a very, very diverse board because we want that the vision does get fulfilled. So we are taking steps. So what are our next steps? We want I am unable to see. The video has been paused. Oh, I'm assuming. Oh, Sudhamni, your video is. So, Sudhamni, please, you have to go back a little because your video froze. Okay. So, what are our next steps? What will our next steps be? So, we want Access Mantra Foundation we want to fight for advocacy for rights of deaf people, and what we want is ISL. We wanted to. So, for example, last year, a woman, a deaf girl, she was around 9 years old, a deaf girl. She got raped in Palwal in Haryana. There, we how to proceed with it, what steps to take. how to talk to the lawyers, the police. We want that to be completely accessible. We want all those information to be completely accessible in sign language, have videos, and we want to, write an open letter to Karma.
We had written open letter and that was translated in ISL.
Okay, so we have different signers, deaf signers, and we have interpreters. We also have speech as well. So we've made all those videos. So we want to keep fighting. We want to fight for advocacy rights and subtitles, captions, all of us. So these are the next steps that we are planning to take. And in the end, we just want more research and for education, for related to the deaf. And that is what Access Mantra Foundation's vision is. Great. Thank you so much for watching. Hope that you all will support us. Thank you. Great. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful story. Now I would like to welcome from BleTech, our other partner, I would like to welcome Miss Janvi. So let's have Miss Janvi, please.
Hello. Thank you so much.
1 second, Miss Janvi.
Thank you so much, and glad to be a part of the platform as always. So we are BleTech Innovations, and we are a social enterprise working for different design and technology solutions for the deaf community in India. I hope a lot of you all know about our app BleTV. That has a lot of learning and educational content in Indian Sign Language. So our vision is, to make sustainable impact in the lives of deaf people through accessible education and employment. So for the past couple of years, deaf education has been one of our major focuses. And that's why now we are also working with a lot of special schools starting from Maharashtra on how can we provide access to children not only through our technology solution, which is a digital library, which is called BleTV Library, but we also give support to these schools through ISL training for their hearing teachers, because especially in Maharashtra, where there is a number of deaf schools is maximum, but number of hearing teachers who know Indian Sign Language, I would say, is minimum. So that's why we've been working with a lot of focus in that area as well. And after the pandemic started, of course, we had to, explore more on how can we go beyond the technology that was available at schools and reach kids who are at home, probably a lot of them with no access to technology, no access to devices, internet. And that's when we came up with a physical kit where we designed special books for deaf children, which are designed considering their special needs in terms of visuals that we provide or text that we put. And of course, these books are connected to our app, BleTV, so that whoever has access to technology or devices, they can also access these books in Indian Sign Language through the app. So that has been one of our great pilots and successful pilots. And in terms of next steps, we are really looking forward to expanding this scope of solutions in terms of creating more blended learning solutions, which will be physical and digital. So we hope that we come up with more such books or games soon. Apart from that, of course, to increase ISL literacy among special educators, we've been trying to work with the government as well, if with their support, if we can reach more teachers. We have trained more than 100 teachers till now in Maharashtra, and we have reached more than 50 schools in Maharashtra through our solutions, and more than 1,500 kids have been using our books and our kits to learn from their home while they're sitting in isolation. Yeah, I think we've been fortunate to be a part of many such prestigious platforms and recipient of different awards, and all thanks to our team, which has deaf, hearing, everybody, and of course the deaf community, who has always given us a lot of love. And looking forward to Hear a Million. It has been wonderful experience till now, and hoping that we can do a lot together going forward. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ms. Janvi. Next, I would like to invite from our next partner, SignX, Mr. Sunil. That is how you sign his name. Please welcome Mr. Sunil.
Hi. Hello. I hope you all can see me, and thank you for having me in this particular event, and thank you Hear a Million team for making me a part of it. Sign X. The sign is this sign X, as you can see. Speed. X means express. Express means fast, and that's what we set up. That's the company's name. It aims to, so many people, they have been working in different access areas, spreading across awareness, videos, etc. So a lot of people need empowerment and knowledge, and so we provide consultancy services, like providing consultancy services. I have had an expertise of 20 years, and I'm sorry I missed my introduction. This is my sign name. I am Sunil, and I've been working for 20 years. And myself, I'm a deaf person, and I studied B.Ed in HI and M.Ed in HI. I have completed that education, and I'm a certified person. I have also done my MA from UK. 2 years I stayed there, did my research, and so far it's been 20 years. I know a lot, and I thought I'd just use that, using the consultancy services, and that's how I set up this business. So the aim of SignX is that, to expand deaf teachers. Like, just we saw in Haryana, there are 25. So we want to expand more, and people who need guidance and training, we are possibly a part of that. Like Bleed TV, they have a group. We have been consulting with Bleed TV also, how to make a course, etc. We've been sharing and, uplifting their knowledge as well. I've been connected to many organizations providing consultancy. Deaf leaders course also, probably it's going to start in India. There are deaf leader courses in the US, in the Europe. There are deaf led leaders courses, but there are none here. So we want to set up here as well and work together with Hear a Million to do that. And hopefully, you were able to understand what I said. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Sunil. And now our last partner, who I would like to welcome from YADI, Yadi. Who would I like to welcome? Rahul. RAHUL, Rahul. Welcome, Rahul.
Thank you. Great. Yadi, from so long that I've been a part of it, and I'm the General Secretary of Yadi. That's my sign name, Rahul. And it was set up in 2017, and it's been 3 years. Yadi is connected with WFDYS and affiliated with youth section as well, Asia Youth Section. We are affiliated with 2 bodies. And 1.5 years ago, we got affiliated with the 2. Yadi aims to build a youth network here in India, a strong youth network. And we want to follow CRPD, UN CRPD guidelines, and the Indian Constitution, which talks a lot about the RPWD Act. So using the law and the CRPD. Yadi aims to, in India, we want to have state level organizations. We have youth in state levels, camps, camps at different areas. Third, junior camps and senior camps here in India. International camps, conferences, workshops, trainings, different kinds of services we have been planning, and skill advancement courses for youth-led associations like human rights, human body, people who are young and want to get those courses. And all in all, that's about us. And we have had 250 members, 250 plus members, and Awareness related work, we have done more than 5,000 awareness related work. People know about Yadi. And the next thing that we have been planning is Asia level camp here in India. We are hosting in HP, close to Punjab. We are planning that in 2022. Really, it was supposed to happen in 2020, but because of the pandemic, we had to move it to 2022. Hopefully, by then we'll be able to, host it and people will be able to come. With WFDS, I have been going to their organizations, and by voting, I am the World Junior Camp Chair here in India. We got that. In Goa, Karnataka, we are going to be hosting that. We were planning that in 2021, but it looks like the COVID has still impacted us. So 22 April, probably we will be hosting that as well. Hopefully, COVID go away, and we don't know if it can get cancelled as well because of the COVID situation. That's about us, and that's what Yadi does. We are affiliated with the World, and we work for the youth section, the junior and the senior section, telling them about what cultures are there, deaf cultures are there in the world, and what skill sets they can have, so that they can also travel around the world and read about it and learn, and then can become youth leaders here and develop their old countries. Because obviously the old people are getting older now, and we need youth to be ready for the next generation. That's about us. Thank you.
Wonderful. Waving hands. That was our last partner. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all our partners, and I would like to praise them for the work they're doing and for whatever they said right now and being our partners. Thank you so much. Now, are there only these 9 partners, or why do we have these partners? I will tell you. So, the partners, there is a reason. Like, we are here a million team, we're working, and that's it. We're just one team. We're working on empowerment. If we're just working alone, it takes time. But if we have partners, we have more people, we have people from the community, and we're growing, then that means we have new ideas, new people. It will create more empowerment opportunities, more people who from the tech sector, from education sector. And if we work together, that will do more for us, for you, for the deaf community. So that is why we have partners. Thank you so much. So now you saw that we have these 9 partners. You must have been inspired and how they're connected with Here a Million and what projects they're going to do. So do you feel positive and excited to see what the partners will do? First, you can answer as yes. B, maybe, I don't know. I don't really understand what it means. I need more information. Or C, no, honestly, not really. So these are the 3 options. So whichever option you feel matches what you want to say, you can click on the poll. Okay. We turn it off in a few seconds. Get clicking. Okay, so is everybody done? You've all answered. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so what are the results? So the varied results. I'll tell you. So these 3 I told you, right? The 3 options. First was yes. Second was I need more understanding. And third, no. So yes, wow, 83% of you have answered yes. Thank you. And I need more understanding, more in-depth detail. 14% of you have answered that. And no, not really, not excited about it. 3% of you. Thank you so much for answering. We'll move on. Second, maybe we have a new poll.
Can we have the second poll, please?
There is another poll. Oh, I think all of you can see, but I can't see. Kavita, the second poll is there. Oh, I can't see. Maybe we can turn the PPT off and then get it back again. Okay, so please put the PPT back on. Great. Now so after the first poll, we have another poll. So for now we have 9 partners. Do you think those 9 partners are enough? No, or maybe do you think there are more partners that should be added? And if you want to become a partner, do you want to become a partner, or maybe you think there's somebody else that is suited to become a partner? Then you can answer this question first as yes, second as no, I need more information to understand, and third, no, I don't want to become a partner. So you can vote choosing these 3. Come on, get answering, please. Okay, so the answers are in. Let's see what the results are. All right, so the first option was yes. So 71% of you have said yes, we would like to become or suggest a partner. 24% of you have said we need more information, and 6% of you have said no, we don't think there should be any more partners, or we don't want to be partners. All right, thank you so much for giving your answers. All right, moving on. Now, the best news of the day. So, Here a Million has its new website, which right now we will be launching. So, who will be starting with the initiation of the launch? I would like to invite Dr. Alim to do that.
Hello, everyone. Hello again. Thank you so much, all of you, all partners, for sharing about yourself. It makes me really happy that you've been working hard for so long, and now that you're being a part of Here a Million, we can work together and grow together. That's the goal: heart, head, and the hustle. That's what we're going to do together. So thank you so much once again. Now, the interesting news, the exciting news. We are the Here a Million. I am used to saying HAM. Let's just stick to the sign. The website is in place, it is ready. But before I begin, I must tell you who has supported this project. I must thank them. RBL Bank. I cannot thank you enough for supporting this vision and believing in us, and thank you so much. I do have something to share about RBL Bank. Such a varied variety of projects they have been supporting in their CSR activities. They have been funding so many initiatives, and they've been leading a lot of initiatives in supporting their CSR activities. So giving hands to you for that. In March, RBL has also won the, can you think of the name of the award? The best kind of the CSR award of 2021. And who was awarded them is Asian Monies Bank, as the best bank for the CSR activities. So thank you, waving hands to you all, and thank you so much for working hard in the CSR sector. I personally am so happy that Here a Million is supported by RBL Bank, and it makes me really proud and honored that you have been supporting us, believing in us that deaf people can be successful, we can build a collective, and we can connect together. I would now like to invite 2 people, and they will be sharing about themselves, the reason why they supported this particular project, and then we will launch the website. The names are Miss Shanta Valuri, the head CSR, and the second is Miss Sachi Call, Deputy Head CSR. Hello, welcome. We'll just wait for the interpreter to join in. Spotlight the interpreter, please. Great, go ahead. Welcome. Can you go ahead?
Are you asking me to go ahead?
Yes, I'm asking you to go ahead. If you could share about.
Okay. Hi, everybody, and thanks for this opportunity. Nice to see some familiar faces. Dr. Alim, nice to see you. The last time we spoke, you brought tears to my eyes, and I will never forget that I almost choked on that call. And I think Here a Million is just a testimony of that. And I must thank you all for having given me this opportunity. Post our first conversation, I met Shanti in one of the family get-togethers, and Shanti spoke about the fantastic work she does on the specially abled with focus on deaf. And I was so impressed, but obviously I didn't understand much. Not that I understand a lot today, but I didn't understand much. And then both of us started talking, and we said, we must do something together. It was very strange that Enable India also came through other sources, and we just got talking. To the time we spoke, to the time we are sitting here today, the journey has been phenomenal, to say the least. Sometimes I wonder that, what you can't hear is words, but you can see better than us, right? So your eyes speak millions of words, which probably our words are unable to express. And therefore, while I talk to you with words, I am actually amazed to know how much do I touch your heart with my eyes, because ultimately, unfortunately, digital era has limited my expression on emotions that I feel for each one of you while I watch you all. I don't know whether I should say to myself that I need to hear a million words before I teach somebody to hear a million words or to impact a million people. So honestly, while I stand here today or sit here today, one of the most important things that you need to know is that I was Google searching, just to find out. When you're asked to speak to an audience, you normally want to Google search. And while I was going through that, I was quite surprised to see that there are only 250 sign interpreters for a population of anywhere between 1.8 million to probably an unexplained population of 7 million people who are probably deaf in our country. It is so sad that census doesn't even track this well. And therefore, we are unable to come to what we would like to call whom are we really impacting. So while I talk about Here a Million, I'm just thinking maybe there is more that we can do together. So while we go through this whole process of, are you making us inclusive, or are we struggling to make you inclusive? I think I'm at the crossroad to see where do I stand in this whole process of, the economy. So as a dream, we've decided to put 10 schools on Udbhav RBL schools for, students of the underprivileged part of the country. One of the ambitions is to make it an inclusive school. Okay, now I'm just wondering, if I make it an inclusive school, how am I going to teach these young children to make an impact? How am I going to make the teachers capable? How am I going to make sure that I'm truly inclusive? Because there is an opportunity for 4% of the government jobs to be for specially abled people with no discrimination for the deaf. But there is an opportunity. So how can I make it inclusive? So I think I'm in this crossroad, and therefore for me, Enable India and Here a Million is just the gap between being exclusive to becoming inclusive. And that is what is the real twain for which we are all struggling. this ability to learn the sign language. When you talk to children, they say we are learning Japanese, we are learning, French, we are learning, name it, and they're learning everything. My question is, why don't you learn the sign language? Why do I need only 250 people to talk the sign? Why can't I have 1 million people talking a sign language? Why can't I be one of those who can make that difference? And I think Enable India is enabling me as RBL Bank to help you to become one of us who's inclusive and not exclusive. And that is the journey for which we partnered with Enable India. And we are extremely proud to be partnering with Enable India in this journey. This journey for us is actually the biggest possible journey where we see something like a platform, coming alive. I've sat through some of the presentations, not all, but I must tell you, we talk about democracy for the people, by the people. I think this is a true representation of democracy. It is democracy for the deaf to make them inclusive, to have a platform where everything can be covered. So I think that is what, I would like to recognize Enable India. And I love this partnership. I'm looking at this partnership to make a society of inclusiveness and also to guide people like us to make our so-called big plans for CSR while we win many awards on how to make this inclusive for the population, which we like to loosely call the deaf. I think it's just a unique set of population. And I would like to look at that unique set of population to teach some of us, because let me tell you, we choose not to hear what we don't want to listen. You choose to see what you want to really know. And I think that's the clear difference that we have as individuals. And I would like to appreciate Enable India and the entire team, who have helped make this happen. This inclusivity is a long journey for us. We look forward for your partnership. We look forward to make this impact. And I'm seriously excited about this platform. While it's powered by RBL Bank, it's actually powered by all of you. If we all are not behind the scene, we can't power anything. So with this, I'd like to say a sincere thank you to Enable India, who is enabling and powering so many people, without whose support, I won't know what it is to be inclusive. So thank you for this opportunity. I'm actually truly excited to be in this journey with all of you. Thanks a lot.
Great.
My pleasure also. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Very inspiring. Thank you. I would like to move to Sachi, if you would like to add something.
It's difficult to add anything because Shanta has covered all our feelings about this project. For us, it is a project that we look at, and I have to speak for everybody in our teams, that when Here a Million comes, or when there is something, an update which comes in from Here a Million, there is we feel very nice. There's a glow in our heart, right? And personally for me, I grew up with my parents and my teachers telling me that, when you speak, you should not make any gestures with your hands, right? Because my hands used to go everywhere. And I love these meetings because here I can do, here I'm free to express myself with actions. But more seriously, when we started talking about this project, when we met Shanti, when we met Alim, when we met Surbhi, who's been always our interpreter, and many other people, we thought, how is this going to happen? Is this a dream? How can, that was the first barrier in my mind, where I thought, no, definitely somebody who's disabled needs our help, right? And as Shanta said, it's not really help, it's understanding that we require. And that understanding, we require more of your, life for it to be integrated. And what I love about this program is, that it has the desire to make you all, make everybody as active a citizen as anybody else is, in the country. So, we keep saying that we are a free country, but we won't be equally, whether it's equality, whether it's equity, unless everybody can, practice active citizenship. So there is a lot of hope that we have on this program and what you produce. And when this came in as a website, came in as a link, came in this afternoon, I looked at it and I said, wow, oh wow, this is what the team has put together, which seemed like just something we were dreaming of earlier on. So thank you very much, and all the best.
Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for, inspiring words. And like you said, that, the empathy, understanding each other, it's very, very important. And it comes from the experience of what empathy is, what being a deaf person is, and what being a person with disability is, how they express themselves. That's also very, very important. And talking about inclusion, yes, it's very, very important of how inclusion happens. It's a perfect, the name is Hear a Million. That's perfect. We can't hear, but we want you guys, we want people to hear us, to know us, so that we can work together and we can, totally make the inclusion happen. So I think it's already happening. It's already, different programs are running, and we can see the website also. I'm hoping that this website is going to be accessible for everyone starting today, and we are ready to show you the website now. So are you ready? Shanta, are you ready? Sachi, are you ready? Great. So are you all ready? Great. Okay. Vaishali, are you ready? Can you, I think, just turn off? I want to have the slide. Yeah. Ready? Here it is. Go down. I will be explaining in short about the website. And once you have the more time, you can go and learn about it in depth. And the first video, as you can see, is the same hammer video that we showed you in the beginning. And the other two videos, remember what is Here a Million sign and what is the logo all about? That's the video. And now
तुषार, भारत में ऐसे कई मुद्दे हैं जिनका सामना बधिर कर रहे हैं।
तुम सही हो, लेकिन हम क्या करें?
रेहान, मैं इस दीवार को तोड़ना चाहती हूँ, क्या हम ऐसा करें?
तुम सही हो, अगर शिक्षा, कोई पहुंच और कोई समान
website. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So the red button that you can see, go up, please. This red button, it is a new thing. Anything that's written in English, anything it's in textual format. No, a lot of deaf people don't have access, first language access. So they wanted to see in ISL. So we provide them access in their comfortable language. Wherever you see the red button, that means that part has been translated in ISL. Go down, please. I think please pin spotlight just me. I think a lot of people can't see in their phone. So just Dr. Alim, please. Yeah, great. I hope you all can see now. So the mission, our goal, what is our goal? Remember when, we were talking that 10 years down the line, we want to impact 1 million deaf lives. Go down, please. So remember, Here a Million alone cannot work. We can't work alone in silos. We all want you, be it the NGOs, the deaf leaders, the national organizations, the state organizations, companies, schools, businesses, volunteers, everyone coming together, and we have to work in a collective to make that kind of an impact. Now you can see the red button. You can see the translation in ISL there. Go down, please. Partners, you met them today, you learned about them today, all the 9 partners. You can see more about them and learn more about their initiative, and their websites are also connected. Go down, please. We'll be focusing on the best practices. What are the different best practices that are available? If a baby is born deaf, if you go to an audiologist or a doctor, how a doctor can screen and tell the best kind of practices to the parents, early intervention programs, better teaching methodologies and options, sign language as an important option for parents. Third thing, education. Schools to become quality education, providing better academic services, access, etc. Livelihood, that means jobs, employability services, supporting families, and having sustenance and a sustainable life. That is what we want for the community. Technology solutions, there are so many barriers which we can use technology to solve our problems. So how that can be done, best practices, we have partners who are doing that, and that is also there. Hopefully we will be expanding more, and you've already voted that, I think 110 people said that they are interested in becoming a partner. So definitely we're going to create a huge impact. Go down please. And Here a Million has different events that we've been doing so far. You've been witnessing like technology nights, like any new technological idea is coming in, we come and we give them a platform to give their demo, and deaf community can provide feedback. Manthan, like something which is happening right now, the second Manthan. Every quarter we have Manthans, and you will know more about us. You will know what we are doing, what new ideas are coming, how are we creating the impact every 3 months. Community programs, different topics related to community, like workshop, we had done online education, LGBTQ, COVID, and all these kind of information related to awareness generation, which are very, very important. Go down, please. Resources, what you want to know more about, the information. In March, we had published a report called the Baseline Study Report, and which we did a survey with the deaf people, and 800 deaf people had filled out this survey, and the report is there. You can download the report, and it's also translated in ISL. You can download and you can read it and understand it. Up next is Deaf Empowerment course, which is running. If you're interested in applying for the course, you can fill out the form and apply. You will be added to the group and you can learn more about deaf empowerment and leadership skills. Up next is Deaf Line. Deaf Line, it's like a helpline. Any question you have related to the deaf, or you have any information you want, we will be setting up a deaf line very soon, which will be a video call service. And Access Mantra Forum, it's going to be a space where any idea, any question you want to discuss, there's a safe space where you can discuss, and everyone can share their opinions. So that is also coming soon, under construction. Next time we will announce that. Go down, please. And this is the team, as you can see, working hard. I'm sure we are going to expand the team, and a lot of more people will be added to it. I want to click. Can you click on partners, please? Yes, so these are the partners, and their information is there. Their website links are also there. You can go down and you can click about them. And now, most importantly, the join us option. Can you see the join us option? If you are interested in becoming a partner, or you want a workshop, or you want to volunteer, or you want to be a part, anything you want from us, anything you want to join us for, just click, fill the form, and that will come to us. We'll evaluate it and get in touch with you. So that's the goal. All of you all being a part of it, not just Enable India, not just us, not just the partners, everyone. We want to expand it and have everyone together for a better impact here. So thank you. Thanks to the team, thanks to the people, the web people who have made this wonderful website, and people who, gave us these amazing ideas to make this website possible. So thank you so much. And now we can turn off the PPT. I would want to invite Pranesh. Please, Mr. Pranesh.
Thank you.
Just a minute. Mr. Pranesh.
Should I continue now?
No. The interpreter is not there. Just a minute. Sarah, can Sarah be spotlighted, please? Yes. Welcome, Mr. Pranesh. Go ahead. The floor is all yours.
So my name is Pranesh Nagri, and I'm working as a director at Enable India. I'm also on the board of trustees of Enable India. What a wonderful evening. 250 people from various parts of the country, Delhi, Haryana, Kolkata, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, HP, Goa, Bangalore, and multiplying, people coming from all parts of the country. It's wonderful. I must thank everybody who made it possible. And first of all, it's very important to thank Kavita, the mistress of the ceremony. I will not be doing my duty properly if I don't thank her first of all. Thank you, Shanta Velluri. Thank you, Shachi Kaul. Thank you, Surabhi Dikshit. And thank you, everybody at RBL Bank. RBL Bank has shown its confidence in us. That matters to us. We at Enable India always believe in transparency. We always believe that we are only keeping the money with us on behalf of the funder. And we need to channelize it to the proper areas, proper resources, what we have promised. And sometimes we have to take very, very hard decisions as regards our governance, but we do it. Thank you, Dr. Aleem. Thank you for making it very wonderful. Thank you for giving us a beautiful evening, and thank you for giving us a wonderful, get together. As you said that you like to call it HAM. I definitely like to call it ham. Being a little bit more modern. So thanks for giving us this group for understanding at Enable India. Thank you, Charan. Thank you, Charu. Thank you, Narsimha. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you, Tushar. And thank you all the interpreters who were there. I couldn't capture their names, unfortunately, but thank you, everybody. So it was wonderful to understand that people are working in gamification, people are working in early intervention, people are working in inclusive curriculum, people are working in education, employment, livelihoods, and whatnot. They are working in COVID. This speaks of the preparedness. COVID came abruptly. It was not a part of the HAM program. It came abruptly, but we have been able to respond. We have been able to immediately take care of things. We have been able to do something in the area. And this is the preparedness. This is the leadership that Dr. Aleem has shown, which we definitely respect and love, because he's one of our team. He's one of us. And we sincerely believe that this is wonderful. This also has been possible, if I don't talk about it, this has been possible by thoughtful inspiration of Shanti Madam. How she is in everything and how she is out of everything. As Shanta Velluri was saying, that she met Shanti at a particular place, and then, Here a Million came up. I've been watching Shanti Madam for the last 10 years now, that my association with Enable India is there. I've been watching her, and I'm understanding what an inspiration for everybody. Thank you, Shanti Madam. Thank you for being there, and thank you for being a very, very much thoughtful inspiration. We at Enable India believe that technology is an enabler, and we believe that solutions have to be there if we want to succeed in bringing about accessibility, in bringing about change in the lives of people. Then we have to take care of technology wherever it is. And we believe in technology. I can assure my founder, RBL Bank, that while we are speaking today of Here a Million, probably we'll see it becoming Here a Billion. And let's do it. Let's go beyond the boundaries of countries and nations. If it has to be understood as a program for the deaf community, let's go beyond everything, and let's understand sign language as one of the languages of this country, as Punjabi is, as Kashmiri is. Kashmiri is my my language, so therefore I talk about it. So when we are talking of all these languages, why not ISL being one of the languages, being understood as one of the languages? Why are we to impress upon it? Why should there not be equal opportunity? Why should there not be the same services available to everybody, and same services being available to everybody is what inclusion is all about. And why not an inclusion? Why should Dr. Aleem not get the same as I am getting? What should I not get the same as Dr. Alim is getting, or anybody, Surabhi is getting, or anybody is getting? Why should we not be on a simple platform? And when we are on the same platform, we'll be able to enjoy better. We'll be able to understand life in a much better manner. We at Enable India work for dignity. We work for equal opportunity for everybody. And we salute our team. You all guys have been doing wonderful, and please keep it on. Thanks for engaging us in a beautiful evening. On behalf of Enable India and on behalf of the deaf community as such, thank you all, my guests. Thanks for being with us. God bless everybody. Be safe. Please vaccinate. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Waving hands. Thank you so much. I would like to inform you all that RBL and Enable India, they have given me the opportunity to lead this Here a Million project as a mission lead. And as this project is expanding, different ideas are coming because they believe in us and they've been supporting us. So I do look forward to the partnership. And for people, like you mentioned, it's not million, it's going to be billion. We are hoping for that, and we are all in for that. And now I know I mean, it's not, I usually don't cry, but I don't know. I mean, just a little nervous right now, but I'm happy to see so many of you, just working hard and inspiring each other, the team. So I definitely have to thank the team and the community who believes in us and believes in Here a Million. If the team wasn't there, I wouldn't have succeeded. So thank you, community. Thank you, team, for believing in this and, trying our best. Thank you. Thank you all. Now we have another special news. Well, just wait for that. Thank you, Pranesh, Mr. Pranesh, and Ms. Shanta and Sachi. Thank you so much. Next slide, please. Now we have another news for you, and role models. Let's talk about role models. What is role model? What do they do? What is the whole point about it? I would like to invite Gautam to explain, and then I will show you a new web page, which is role model based. Over to Gautam.
Great. Hi. Hello, everyone. You're all doing well. So my signing is this, and I'm Gautam. I work with Enable India, and we're working on the Here a Million project. And so the aim, right, like how you mentioned about the deaf role models. So why is this important? Why do we need this? Do you have any answers? Why do we need deaf role models? Okay, to understand more skilled. What is deaf role models? Okay, skills. Okay, more. Right. I see different answers. Great inputs. Okay, so deaf role model is basically, if there are different success stories, right? Like how Ish News is doing great, how how different businesses and ventures are doing great, which are run by the deaf. So there are so many great stories that we're seeing. But we have to see that people also get to know about these success stories so that they can be motivated to do that. It's not just for the deaf people, not just for the signers, for people with cochlear implant, people with autism, anything, for all the diverse areas and people. So you all can be a part of this, and we can see that how this really benefits us. So the different companies, different businesses, different organization, for example, say RBL or the RBL bank itself, so many areas with companies, they can see that okay, it's more believable when you see that yeah, there are possibilities, things are achievable for the deaf as well. It's like gold, it's like treasure, right? So we are going to show you this website, this web page, which is the role models web page. And maybe when you'll have a look, you'll get a better understanding. All right. You all can see me. So the deaf role model webpage is something that looks like this. You scroll down, please. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, little bit more, little bit more. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, you can go a little slower. Okay. Okay, so you see that so many pictures on the screen, right? These are all different deaf leaders of different organizations and associations. For example, we'll just show you one. Maybe let's click on one of those. Say Rahul, we can click on Rahul's picture. Okay, not there. Scroll up, scroll up. You can choose anyone and just click and we'll see. Okay, so now you see on screen, there's a picture of the person, there's name of the person, and what the person's qualification is and what exactly they're responsible for. What are the areas they're working in? What do they love? The different kind of hobbies they have, their interests, and there's a short video as well. So all the text that is there, if you're not comfortable in understanding the text, there's also you can click on the video and there's ISL.
I am hard of hearing and I
Basically,
started
the
to
person showing herself, and then we have ISL accessibility for others as well. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Right. So let's see another one. Let's see one more. Can you scroll up? You go a little up. Yeah. Okay, so you see, this is, you all know NAD, right? National Association of the Deaf. This is under Gen, and then you can see the education, the location, and there's another video. Yeah, this is a very short, small video where they explain. So the whole interface is easy, and so it's not just only accessible to the laptop. You can access it on your phone, and every tabs, and you can easily access it. You can understand, see the videos, see the text, and we will share it across. And maybe you'll have a look and you'll like it. Thank you so much. You can switch off the PPT. Okay, scroll down, scroll down. Just one last thing. Can you scroll to the last? Yeah. Here you see two options, right? These are the two things that you've seen, right? Okay, just hold it. I'll explain. Can you switch off the PPT? Awesome. So the last area you saw, there were two options, right? So here, for example, if you yourself, there are multiple role models there, right? But there's no limit. You all are success. You all have success stories. We have role models within you, but you're not added here. So that doesn't mean it's limited. Maybe we can self-reflect. We can see if we want to be a part of this web page. If you want to be a part of the whole deaf role models group, then you can definitely apply. And secondly, if you know of deaf people who can be, who you think are role models, maybe, are, for example, they're great swimmers, a young person is a great swimmer, for example, you can, encourage them. I'll take their name, their contact information, and you can share it with us. We will have a look and we will reach out to them ourselves, and, see, contact them and get them to be a part of the role models page. So we can keep adding. Our goal is basically that, not just 5 or 10 or just a minimum number, but maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000, maybe 1 million. There can be so many role models. You know why? What is the reason? Why do we want so many people on the page, so many success stories? Any, okay, learning, okay, awareness. I can see some answers. Equality, great. Awesome. You're giving great inputs. Perfect. So this website, when we have so many people here, say for example, a hearing couple has deaf children, right? And they get really tensed and worried. Maybe this website can be of encouragement, and they can really have a sigh of relief where they can see, okay, yeah, our child can also possibly be very confident, and it's just a booster for them, right? So the web page basically gives them a better confidence, gives them better motivation, that they can live their life successfully, right? So just adding to that. Okay, now, so right now we have multiple role models that are there, and just we've been supporting all of you all, and you have been supporting us so much. So we really want to thank you so much. Also, adding to that, just one more thing. the videos and the you've seen that there are multiple videos of the people, right? So the voicing and the subtitling and access, it will be made fully access. Right now it's a little under construction. When if you say that there's no voicing, just hope that it will come, because yeah, we're working on it. It will be fully accessible for the hearing people, for the deaf people. It will have voicing and it will be more believable, just not for us but for everyone. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, no, let's do the poll right now. Just 1 second, we bring up the poll. All right. So now we have a question which has 3 options. I've just told you what exactly the role model web page is, and what do you guys feel? You know, do you think that it will be encouraging to the other people in India? You know, it will motivate other deaf people in India? If you think it's important and it is a great initiative, then you tell us. Option A is yes, option B is no, option C is maybe. So please answer on the poll. Okay, you can give your answers. I see so many yes options. That's great. I can see everyone is answering on the chat window as well. That's perfect. That's fine. Awesome. We have more. We have more coming in. Is it? Great. So now, okay, I can see that, you know, all of you have answered. I don't see a single no. And everyone is mostly 94% of you have answered yes. And just a few 6% has said maybe. Okay, you know, maybe they're the flux situation and they're thinking, which is fine. And hope you believe that, you know, in the future you'll see that it is 100% great. And nobody said no. I'm really, really proud of that. I'm really proud of all of you. Great. Thank you so much. Back to Dr. Adam. Okay, Kavita. Sorry. Handing over to Kavita.
Wow. Okay. So before that, you know, Dr. Alim, Gautam, Tushar, everybody who shared their experiences, their stories about the logo, about the partners. I would like to thank everybody. But we'll have to go back a little because do you remember when I started off, I told you that Here a Million has organized different workshops, right? When we had people sharing their experiences of the workshops, but we missed one person. And we missed one person because we couldn't find their username. Now they're back, and we'll let them share their story. So the person I would like to invite is Soul Joseph. Soul Joseph. So please welcome Soul Joseph. Can we have Soul Joseph, please? Hello.
Hi. I'm so happy to see all of you. Thank you
Great.
for having me.
So you were a part of the deaf empowerment session, correct? The deaf empowerment workshop. So what did you feel? What was your experience like?
So it was a very great experience. It was a really under the Enable Academy course. I had enrolled myself, and I was told that there was a deaf empowerment course also. I'm sorry, his internet's a bit shaky. And we got to learn about deaf community. Yeah, your internet's a bit shaky. I'll sign. Yeah, please sign slowly. Good idea. So when I joined Enable India and Here a Million project, I got to learn about, you know, the academy course. And earlier, I did not know much about myself, my identity. I couldn't open up about myself. I was not exposed to the deaf world, and we were told that we couldn't do anything. So, but this, with the different kinds of courses, like NAD has been doing their advocacy and all these kind of things, where I started learning, and it has helped me a lot in progressing, and it has been really inspiring, and it has given me a lot of confidence, even at job, and relating it to ISL. So that has been a great experience and great learning for me. Yeah, and I hope to continue the same in the future as well for the deaf community. I think
Your internet is still a bit shaky. Uh, can you go ahead? Yeah, no, can't really see. You were saying something about the community?
Sorry about my internet.
No, that's okay. That's fine. That's completely fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Okay, great. So everybody's backs must be hurting for sitting for so long, right? Or do you want us to continue? What do you say? Oh, you want us to continue? Wow. It's been so long, it's been so many hours, and you still want to continue. Oh, I thought you're all getting bored. No, but anyway, we're almost at the end of the workshop. And now I will ask Dr. Alim to wrap up the event. Thank you. And now I will be logging off. Great. Go ahead, Dr. Alim.
And at the same time, I also want to invite Shanti. If Shanti could join in.
There's nothing I need to say, Alim. It's been such a wonderful.
Ma'am, you're not on Spotlight. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Shanti, are you there? Yes.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much, Kavita, for doing such a wonderful job of being the MC for the evening. Dr. Alim, what a lovely evening to see so many interested folks to be part of Here a Million. I don't want to add anything. I just want to tell everybody, I hope you realize Here a Million is led by Enable India and Dr. Alim, basically. But Here a Million is you. What you will do after this Manthan makes Here a Million really come alive. Go to the website, look at it, look at the partner, take some courses from the partner, tell 5 of your friends, recommend somebody as a role model. Everything in Here a Million will be done with you as the voice. You are the agent of Here a Million. The team is only enabling all of you to help more deaf in the country. So, work on developing even yourself. Look at a course which is in Unikey, look at the apps which are available, everything, right? So that's all I want to say, that Here a Million is yours. And we are here to see that the deaf community becomes a change maker for the country. We want the country and the world to see what deaf leaders are capable of. And each one of you is a leader. You attending this and taking this time, I thank you so much for being here. And everybody, I just want you to turn your video on and tell me, how do you like our mission leader, Alim, who really believes in the power of everybody? Just, maybe you can put a wave or, waving hands and everything like that. I feel so proud because everything is done with the deaf in mind. It is nothing about one person, one organization. It's all organizations. So I thank the mission leader, Alim, and I want to thank Questera, who has been supporting us for all the work that we do. So without them, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. So everybody, I hope you believe the mission leader, Alim. If you vote against, then we'll, then Alim, sorry, huh? If everybody votes like this, then gone. Thank you, Alim.
Thank you, Shanti. Thank you so much. Great. I am the last one. I know there's Charu also, but before that, I just want to thank all of you all for joining in today. And you saw so many different things that happened today: the website, the role models webpage, the partners, and it could be overwhelming, but I'm sure that you will find time to just look at everything, and you all be a part of this. We can't work alone. We all want you. And for the role models, right now it's just 30. But our goal is to have 1,000, 1 million, 10,000 role models, more and more people. So you need to fill out the forms, send us the forms, and we will post them on the website. world, all throughout the country, if in the world also, we can see there are so many role models here in India, we can showcase the world as well. So you have it in you. You're all very, very skilled. I already tell you, you all have the heart. You all have the heart. You are all motivated. You want to support the deaf. And now is the time you can realize what your skills are and how you can support the deaf community to grow. And third thing is, all of us have to hustle. We have to work hard. I alone cannot hustle. We can't work in silos. We have to work together and be successful here. So I'm hoping this has been an inspiring time, and hopefully new ideas will pop up, more role models will come up, and we will keep hosting different workshops. And the next month, when is it happening? It's happening in September. September is an important month for all of us. Why? Because International Sign Language Day is in the month of September, if you all know that. So it's a big, big, big thing. There'll be a lot of awareness work. There'll be a lot of videos coming out, a lot of access stuff coming out, a lot of inclusion work coming out, how inclusion has to happen with the hearing world, how they have to accommodate to us. We are planning ahead for the next 3 months for a big, big, big blast in September. And I want to thank you all. Thank you, Shanti, for supporting this, and Enable India, and RBL Bank, and Questera Foundation for all the back-end hard work, which we keep telling you about. Thank you so much. And the team, which has been really working hard day and night, Saturday, Sunday also we were working. So thank you so much for all your support. And of course, the interpreters for giving us the access, and all of you all for joining in. Thank you so much. So now over to Charu, and it's important that you fill out the feedback form for us. That will help us in becoming better for the next month. Great. Thank you. One important thing, I had to tell that one important thing. Kavita, I have to. First time you led, you were the moderator, you were great. I know you were nervous, this, that, but you were wonderful. Thank you so much. Charu.
Okay, so just one last thing. Yes, it will take just quick 5 minutes for you all just to pick out your options. It's a feedback form, and if you can just tell us the feedback, and it will really help us. This is not the last workshop we are hosting. We'll have more workshops, and we would definitely need some suggestions and recommendations. We would need your support, so it's very, very important that you fill out the feedback form. And I'll just show you each question. I'll explain, and it just take 5 minutes, not more than that. So let's start now. Okay. The feedback form right now, you can see we've sent the link on the chat window, and first is basically your name. You have to put your name. Then second is your organization or your company. Like, if you're a member of an organization, or if you're a member of a company, any wherever you're working, you can add that name. Then if you are working, if you're working in a job, then for example, what is your role? If you're a teacher, you say your teacher. What exactly is your job? You have to write that. And if you're not working, then you don't have to. You can leave it blank. Then we have the email ID. So I'm sure all of you have an email ID. You can just add it here. Moving on. Okay, sorry. I think there was. Internet, right? Okay, sorry, I had to take over. There's an internet issue at her end. Here, so the whole 2 hours Manthan workshop, we ideated, we showed you what exactly it was, different things we discussed. If you think that it was really, really useful, or if it wasn't, you can rate us. The least is 1 and the maximum is 4. So, it was extremely useful, then you can say 4. But if you think it was not useful at all, then it will be 1. Then also, the event that we had today, Manthan, do you want to be a part of such events again? Or, would you want us to host more? Would you like such events or not? Yes, no. Okay, so Hero Million is working on, different areas. There are different projects that we are working on, different topics. So it's important, whatever topic you think is important, the 3 topics that we can cover, say the first one is early options. First one is early options. Second is education. Third is employment. Then accessibility, awareness, and technology solutions. And the last is, if you have any other suggestions, you can add it here. You can pick any 3 of these options, and our team will work on, adapting those. And if you have any doubts, or if you have any query, if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions,